you like a helmet just like this, go over to greengrind.com and shop some of your favorite mini and life-size replica helmets. They have, you can add, of course, the visor, the chin strap, different helmet types as well. On the website, they have NCAA teams, they have all the NFL teams. You can go in there and shop some of your favorite sports football teams and get a helmet replica just like this. So go over there, use my promo code PITSYN at checkout as well, PITSYN, and get yourself a discount at checkout. So go over there and shop now. Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. The preview, of course, for the Pittsburgh Steelers training camp preview. As you guys know, training camp is tomorrow. I'm making this video, I think, on Tuesday, so I'm just saying tomorrow because it'll be tomorrow, of course, when I upload this video. But training camp is on Thursday. We'll see, of course, the Steelers get ready. I'll go out there and we'll see some great matchups and some things I'm looking forward to see is 3 things. Of course, I'm looking forward to see the development, of course, and chemistry development between Aaron Rodgers and the offense, of course, because you know being a new team is different. You gotta learn, of course, the tendencies of your players, especially your receivers, your tight ends and stuff. Learn how they like the ball and certain things they like to do when they run their routes, and also the O-line, getting on the same track, communicating with them as well at a high level, and also, of course, the chemistry just in general, just like knowing each other like that. When you're in sync, when you're so in sync, where you can just look at a guy and they know exactly what you're supposed to do. So I think Aaron Rodgers building that up. He's been building it up for the past few months, but I want to see how this in training camp. When you're building it up, when you stay in there, and you guys they're getting better and better in training camp, doing the 7-shot drills and seeing how things kind of go with that. Also, another thing I want to see, of course, as well, is some of the rookies as well, the development of the rookies. You know, Derek Harmon, seeing how he perform in training camp in those matchups when they do different things against our O-line. See how Caleb Johnson does, of course, against that front 7 of the Steelers defenses, which is absolutely crazy. So that should help you get better a lot if you're playing against a team like that every day in practice. And also to see, of course, you know, just overall seeing just basically how the year 2 players as well, they're not rookies, but year 2 players who coming into their second season, how they gonna keep striving like that. You know, Peyton Wilson, of course, to see how he does. He did a good job last year, stepping into the field, of course, playing more. I think as time went on, he kind of played more and more. I think this year he's gonna be a starter. We play even more minutes and stuff as well, and more snaps, of course. Peyton Wilson can cover. He can play the run very well as well. So he did a good job. So we're seeing how he kind of transitioned to this. Cole Holcomb is not a second-year player, but Cole Holcomb is coming off an injury like that. He hasn't played football in like almost 3 years. So seeing him back is very cool and stuff. I know last time it was mentioned when Minkah Fitzpatrick was on the Steelers team, he was saying that Holcomb kind of looked like he did of old, like that his explosion is still there. I mean, explosiveness is still there. His quickness is still there. His agility is still there as well. So we'll see how he kind of looks when he start doing those drills. We have to cover some guys and doing one-on-ones, seeing how he's still elusive enough to go out there and cover tight ends and can cover running backs and stuff and get on the sideline effectively. So yeah, I'm very pumped up to see that. But the main thing I'm ready to see too as well, of course, is the receiver and cornerback matchups. DK Metcalf and Jalen Ramsey going at it. DK Metcalf and Darius Slay. Remember, Darius Slay told the story before. He said DK Metcalf and him got, he was fighting on the field like that. When DK Metcalf was an eagle, he said how he was just, him and DK Metcalf were going at it. Like Darius Slay was talking about that. I think a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that, on that podcast, a little funny story he had. So it'll be very interesting to see how this kind of goes and to see DK Metcalf and Jalen Ramsey going, and JPJ going at it too as well with DK Metcalf. It's gonna be a lot of matchups between DK Metcalf versus the whole receiver room like that. Gonna be nice to see. Of course, Calvin Austin and stuff, to see them as well, how they develop. Ronald Wilson, he didn't really get out. He played well last year. People, it was raving about him, of course, in training camp, saying he was playing pretty good in training camp in these 7-shot drills. Went out there, he's very elusive, very explosive. But remember, he got injured and he missed most of the season. He only played 3 snaps last year, so I want to see how he looks coming back. He still had that quickness and stuff as well, and he got his footing back. We seen him play a little bit, of course, at those little mini camps they did a month ago, I think, right? And he looked pretty good. So we'll see how things kind of go with him. But I'm very much excited to see kind of like, you know, receiver versus cornerback matchups and see how these things go, because it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy seeing those guys compete at a high level. Day after day after day. I will definitely be doing videos, of course, daily on talking about the different things we see in training camp, the different stories. You know, the media will be asking questions and getting answers about certain things you want to know. We'll discuss that stuff, but overall, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to see what goes on and what happens. But that's basically all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know down below what you guys think about training camp and what you guys are most looking forward to seeing in training camp, about the preview and stuff, the matchups, you know, a certain player you're looking at, of course, or you're seeing, or a certain style of offense you want to see the Steelers run. I think the Steelers are going to be in a lot of 13 personnel sets. I made a video earlier this week discussing that about the Steelers possibly being very effective in 13 personnel, being effective, of course, and running those big sets and stuff. 13 personnel, 23 personnel. Kind of going out there and mixing it up. I know Arthur Smith loved running the football, and he loved utilizing tight ends, multiple tight end sets. And I feel like now when you have Jonnu Smith, Pat Frymuth, Darnell Washington, it can open up a lot more because those guys can be pass catchers, and especially in the red zone. You sit in that big front like that in the red zone, it's gonna open up a lot more. With Aaron Rodgers being a veteran, and he is, knowing how to get the ball in there and push it in the end zone too. So we should see a lot more scoring, of course, and a lot more efficiency in the red zone. Because last year, that's one thing the Steelers struggled at. Justin Fields did an all right job with it because he used his legs, but Russell Wilson, he had moments where he was good in the red zone, then had moments where he was down like that. We can never get the ball in there. We get down there, we have to settle field goals a lot of times. But I think this year, with the size we have, we can create mismatches. With DK Metcalf, he's already created mismatches. He's 6'4", big targeting with speed and can get vertical. You got Darnell Washington, who's 6'8", who can go out there and get vertical. You got Pat Frymuth, athleticism, who can get vertical as well, 6'5". And you look at, of course, a 6'5", 6'6" Jonnu Smith can go out there with that speed and quickness and very physical as well, who can go up there and get vertical too. So you'll create a lot of mismatches. You have those guys out there in the red zone and opening things up and stuff and just kind of mixing it up against opposing teams. So it's going to be nice to see. But let me know what you guys are looking forward to see the most, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.